Aberdeen Proving Ground were destroyed in a scrap metal drive during the Korean War. The perceived superiority of German tanks and assault guns in particular made them desirable for troops who wanted to make up for the shortcomings of their own issued equipment. The fearsome reputation German armor acquired over time led many Allied troops to identify any enemy tank they saw as a Tiger or Panther, even when the vehicles in question were less capable Panzer models. As the war progressed, German troops were also forced to abandon many AFVs for lack of fuel. German half-tracks were used by all the Allied armies, often refitted with 50 caliber and 30 caliber machine guns to ease ammunition resupply. In the American 104th Infantry Division, soldiers found an intact Sturmgeschütz 375mm assault gun and employed it. In the southern Netherlands, a trio of the dreaded 88mm guns so feared by Allied troops was turned against their former owners. There must have been dozens, if not hundreds, of similar undocumented instances. Captured German Panthers, Deserter, and Cuckoo. The Panther, of course, was one of the most feared German tanks, and soldiers on the Western Front were as happy to get one as their Soviet counterparts, even though no Western units ever appeared to have tried forming captured German tank units the way the Soviets did. On the Italian front, in October 1944, the Canadian Seaforth Highlanders captured an intact Panther and gave it to the 145th Royal Armoured Corps, a regimental-size unit. Its new owners whimsically renamed the tank Deserter and issued it to the unit's Sea Squadron. Deserter's first action came on November 11th, when it was used to attack an enemy observation post. During this action, the tank's gunner was apparently killed when he dismounted the vehicle and stepped on an anti-personnel mine. Later, the unit conducted tests pitting their pet Panther against Sherman and Churchill tanks in mobility on soft terrain. They also noted frustration that Deserter was too wide to fit onto the famous Bailey bridges built by British engineers to cross river obstacles. One of the best documented cases, however, is that of the previously mentioned Panther renamed Cuckoo. The tank was found abandoned in a barn during the fighting for the village of Overloon. Before its capture, the tank had belonged to the 2nd Battalion of Panzer Brigade 107. The British tankers assigned Cuckoo to the 4th Battalion Coldstream Guards alongside their issued Churchills, apparently to a staff section. These staff tanks were all named after birds, such as eagle and vulture, hence the name Cuckoo. In preparing the tank for its new owners, a new coat of paint was applied, most likely the same khaki as the Churchills. Cuckoo's new operators were impressed and happy with their acquisition. In particular, they admired the high quality of the optics in the tank's sights, something for which the Germans were noted. Cuckoo participated